welcome to today's video. This is going to be part 2 of that snapper push mower. That one's I got from the guy we rent our house from. If you didn't see part 1, I'll put the link below in the description box. You guys can check out part 1. I'm sorry it was a long video there. Today, this is going to be part 2 of trying to sort that out. Part 1, I kind of left it, you know, I said, hey, I was going to be right back and we'll fix it and stuff like that. Sorry, I got a text message going on my phone over there by the car. Anyway, part 2 was, you know, we were trying to get it running, and I left it at a sort of, not like a cliffhanger, but I left it and I didn't get back to it. So kind of messing with it off camera, and I got it to run, but it's not running correctly, and I'm still trying to figure out why. I don't know if maybe I got the linkages wrong, maybe I got that throttle set up wrong. I don't know. We're gonna take a look at it today. We'll try to make not a long video. I'm sorry that one was an hour long. I sometimes I just don't think when I'm filming. I just film and I just keep going, and I don't realize it until after I edit it, and I'm like, oh wow, it was an hour long. So I'm gonna try to keep it short as much as possible. Here, if I have to cut something out, I have to cut something out as I'm doing it. But anyway, I'll show you guys. I got it sitting here in front of the driveway. Here, it's cool out here. It's 49 degrees out here. Like I said, I'm trying to get these projects knocked out, and this is one I'm trying to put to bed right now. There, it's one of the couple of mowers I got listed up for sale right now. This is going to be the third one, hopefully here soon. And I'm not going to make a killing off of this, so, because it's a 90s mower. Yeah, it's got the side chute on it. At the worst, I might put it up there for like 60 bucks there, because it's not the best shape, and it's and all that. So, you know, if I get 50 or 60 bucks off of it, you know, I make something. I make some gas money to put in the truck there. Anyway, we'll get it up on the bench, and we'll take a look at it. And that's another thing too. I'm thinking about switching out that coil. Unless I got another boot to throw on it. I'll look and see if I got another boot I can throw on it, but I might replace that coil. The coil works, but it's just with that tape and stuff on it. And I don't know if I'm going to put any paint on it. My mom wants me to, but I mean, it's a $50, $60 mower at the end of the day. Do I want to really paint it there? So if you paint that, then you got to paint the front of it. Then if you paint the front of it, you got to paint whatever else it needs to be painted. So it doesn't look right if I just patch one area of the paint that's on that side. And these wheels, I don't know if they're like well, I forgot what they call it, like locked in there somehow, but I don't want to break those loose and then not be able to get them back on. I'm not sure. So they're like I forgot what they call them. They're like a button washer sort of thing where they lock into place on the wheel. But anyway, we gotta get it running first, then we'll worry about all the other stuff. So let me go get the bench, my work table set up there, and see if we can get it sorted out for good. All right, let me rule out something real good quick, because before we do anything, these are the foam air filters I have. I got, not counting this one now, I got 2 left. I know that foam filter needs replacing on here. Now off camera I was trying to mess with it. It was running-ish. It was running when I put the screw in here, because you know it's got that the old style auto choke setup there. So I'm going to rule out the air filter real quick before we start tearing into things here. I know this air filter is old. There, so I'm going to just rule this out real quick. There. Put that in there. Put that in there. That's let's just try this first before we start tearing things apart on it. Here. There, so let's just make sure it's not an air restriction issue on it. I just want to rule that out at least. I know sometimes the foam air filters will still run anyway, regardless of the fact, but let's just make sure it's not that, because that's an old Briggs & Stratton one anyway, because look, it's still got the logo on it there, so let's just make sure it's not that. The guy we rent the house from, his son, is going by the house here in the blue tractor. Here, so you're probably going to hear that in the background. We'll be going down the road here. But let's see if we can get this thing going. Put it on throttle. Here, and see. There he is going down. It's going down the road now, isn't it? Down our road. All right, let's see if it'll do anything. Gonna get on it. Well, I'm gonna let that mower warm up because I gotta drain the oil out in anyway, so I'll bring you guys back after it's through. I'm gonna let it warm up. Alright. The only bad problem with this one is because the way the engine is on here, because they made it sideways, so you can't really, you could probably tip it from the top, but you have to tip it almost sideways, but it's going to be hitting that. So what I'm going to do is, there's a drain plug underneath. What I'll have to do is I'll have to get a adjustable wrench on it, and I'll pop it loose, which will do. I gotta get the blade off of there because I gotta sharpen it anyway. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm just gonna guess because I have no idea where it's supposed to be. Let me grab a jack here. Safety first. I don't know. That boot, I don't know. I'll have to see how we're gonna do that. I don't know yet. Anyway, I got it here. I got my steel container, stainless steel bowl I use here, but I gotta get that blade off because I'm gonna sharpen it. It is dull. So let me see what size socket it is. Let's see. I don't know for is it a 5/8? Nope, not a 5/8. I wonder if it's a 9/16. No, 9/16. Huh. Okay, so tried and true. Oh, I just noticed there's a screw backed out of here. Out of this carburetor. No, I just saw that. Check that out. See? The screw that backed out of there. I'll have to take that air filter off and fix that. That could have been another reason why it was acting up like it was. Anyway, let's get the blade off of there. Here's the blade. It's not too bad, but we'll put a little edge on it. There's a nice little 21-inch blade. It's not too bad. Okay, let's get the oil. See if we can get the oil drained out here. Unfortunately, I think it's gonna. There's a drain plug here. I'll show you what it looks like in a second. Got it loose. It's a square head drain. The blade adapter is going to sit in it, but that's all right. There's mud in your eye. That oil's not coming, it's not too bad coming out of there though. Honestly. Go ahead and let it do its thing and let it drain out. Give it some air. I'll look at the oil and make sure. I might put it back in there. This depends. Anyway, we'll let that drain out. This is the drain bolt. Somebody's had that open out before. Anyway, there it is. I'm alright. I'm gonna go sharpen this blade. I'll bring you guys back in a second. Alright, I drained the oil out. Now, to the camera, it looks dark and all this stuff, but I want to show you something here. Now, I'm going to stick the screwdriver in here, and you know, it doesn't look that bad when you look at it, you know, out of the naked eye. I don't know if it'll focus. I mean, it doesn't look that bad. See, it doesn't look too bad. Maybe I'll keep it in there. At first I was going to drain it out, but I mean, if it's, I know it looks dark, but I don't see no, it looked clear almost coming out of there. Okay, well, anyway, let's fix this while we're here. Since I did that. You guys can watch me while I do that here. I'm going to take this, I'm going to go on this side and do it. I'm going to use this thing. This is my multi-tool thing. I don't know where I got this from, but I ended up finding some bits to throw in it. I think I'll use this when I probably keep this in handy where I'm doing carburetors, you know, taking the main jets out. Cause you know, I can swap it out. I got the little ones right there and the Phillips on that side. So that'll come in handy, and in this case it'll come in handy too because I can swap out from Phillips flathead to Phillips, which I'm going to have to do. So let's pull this off of there. I can. Yeah, cooperate with me. I know you're supposed to be on there. I know it. I'll put you back on there. I gotta fix this first. I get it. Okay. Just gotta fix that screw there, but I gotta get this out. So switch this over and tighten that screw down. I thought I had these tightened down, but I guess I didn't. Let's check it while I'm here, make sure I got them all down. What I can get to, at least, anyway. That one's on there. Okay. That's the only one that really backed out. Okay. Good. Alright. Alright, now you can go back on here. I know. You're set in your ways. You didn't want to come out of there. I get it. Set on my ways too. Okay. Now, put this on here. I might have to coax it a little bit. There. There. Okay. Come on. You know, at the end of the day, it's going to be a cheap mower for somebody. So, I think that oil's good. So, as much as I want to change it out, I don't like, what's that? I don't like wasting stuff. And if it's good, and it looked like it was good, I didn't smell nothing awful in it. So, there, so. Okay. Come on. It's funny, I got that on there and it didn't want to come off there. I can't get it back on there. Alright, I'll bring you guys back. I don't want to fight with you guys too long on this. I just got to put this back on there. And I'll probably put that oil back in there for now. Till I figure out what I'm going to do. Alright, I did not go with that oil. At first I did pour it in off camera, but then I took it back out. Because that oil, when I was pouring it in there, is actually dirty. So, we're going in with this. I got just a little bit left in here. I think it's right at 500 milliliters. Now it's supposed to have a little bit more, so we're going to have to scrounge up a little bit more to throw in there. That's okay. I'm going to go ahead and pour this in here. I'll check the levels. Probably got to add just a little bit more, but if you're going to sell a mower, you got to sell it right. And I know that oil, when I looked at it for the screwdriver, it looked like it was good. But then when I started looking at it, when I poured it in there and I was poured it in the mower, I was like, no, we're not going with that. Nope. There, so Alright, we'll let that, check that here in a minute. There, a header. Still got a little bit of draining out of there. Alright. That should be alright. Let's check it. Got a rag right here I can use. Thread it in there real quick. Like I said, I will not make this video too long here, so we gotta clean this thing up, and then I gotta lubricate the wheels. So we'll check it. I know I'll probably have to check it on the ground. I know I'm on the table, so it's not gonna give me too much of an accurate reading. Okay, so we're two levels down, so we need at least another quart in there, a little bit in there, and that should fill it up. So we're not far away. Okay, so I have to, I think I got a little bit more I can throw in there here, so let me go grab it real quick. I got something else I can throw in there. It's still a little bit of clean oil in it too, so don't look like it, but it's got some in there. It's not as, it looks like it's dark, but it's not as dark as what it was the other one was. Okay. Let me pause you guys real quick. Let me let that settle. Hold on. Let me bring you guys back in a second. Let me pause you. Alright. Brought you guys back. I had to pause you guys. I had to go get me a clean rag. Here. Let's check it real quick. Put it in here. I gotta get that filter out and put a little bit of oil in there too as well. But I think after this, what should be done, all I gotta do is install the blade and clean it up. It should be good to go. Okay, hey, we're right where we need to be. Just at the little tip, I think I'll be okay right there. It needs just a little smidge more, but I think we'll be okay. I mean, I can pour just a teeny bit more, but okay, that should be okay. It should be golden. Just need a little bit smidgen more. It should be good. Okay. Let's check one more time. And then we're going to call it good. Yeah, we're right there at the line now. Perfect. Perfect. All right. These things are so finicky. You gotta get them in the right area. Okay. Good. 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 All right. Let's go ahead and put this blade on there. You guys are right there, so. Nice new sharpened blade going on the square. I noticed something. You guys gotta get these right on that lip. Okay. Okay. Couple ugga duggas. Huggy Duggies. Okay. Alright, I'm going to get it on the ground. And I think we should be good after that. And I'll let it I'll pull it over a few times and let the oil circulate. Then I'll bring you guys back. Alright, got you guys on the ground. Now, got the mower on the ground. Here I'm going to pull this thing back before I hook up the spark plug boot. Or HT lead, as we call it. Or as everybody calls it. Everybody else calls it HT lead, spark plug boot. Anyway, pull it a few times, let it circulate that oil through. Still got to tighten this thing up right here for to hold this here. So pull it a few times to circulate that oil around the crankshaft and all that. Just to lubricate it. There. Like I said, I'll tighten that down here in a little bit. Probably do it off camera. So let's go ahead, put that back on. Let's see, should fire up. Bring the thunder. Or not. Perfect. Alright, I think we're going to try to clean it up, make it look a little bit nice, and then put it up for sale. I'm going to go tighten that handle, where I got that handle up there at. I'm going to tighten that down. I'll bring you guys back. We're going to go clean it up, and that'll be the end of this video. Alright, let's take a look at it. I'm going to get all the filth off of there. I'm out of super clean right now, so I gotta revert back to what I used to use before then, Purple Power. So I went ahead and straightened that handle out. I put it on the outside like the other one, so we're good there. I'm gonna make sure all these other handles move up and down like they should too before then, because I know I'm gonna sell it to somebody and they're gonna want the handle to fold down somehow. So I'll make sure all those are moving like they should there. So anyway, just take a look at all the filth on there. I'm going to try to get it cleaned up the best I can. So I'm going to put you guys some music on, enjoy, and I'm going to clean this mower up and make it look a little bit better than what it is. so here it is. It's all washed up. I'll go over to clean the wheels around there, but you know, it's cleaned up better than what it was. Like I said, you know, it's going to be a cheap mower at the end of the day, maybe 50 or 60 bucks, just depending. I might do something with the handles, I don't know, just maybe spray them a little bit, but other than that, I'm not doing nothing with that deck. I mean, it's not worth it at the end of the day. It's an older mower from the 90s, so you know, you're just gonna, I'll be lucky if I get 50 bucks from it. I'll put it up for 60. If somebody offers me 50, I'll take it. So at the end of the day, you know, it's just it's a oldie but a goodie. Okay, so get you guys back here a little bit. I'll start it up for you last time, because by the time you guys see this video, I might have it sold, hopefully. There, so I'll start it up here for you guys now that it's washed. Recoil back a little sticky. Might need just a little tweak real quick. I'm going to pull that spring back just a hair. There. I don't have my needle nose. Hang on, let me go grab them out of my truck. I'm going to let this thing run real quick. And I'm going to pull that spring back a little bit to give it just a little more tension. think that'll be alright. Alright, I had to go get my needle nose pliers. I thought I had them in my truck. There. Anyway, we're done with this one here. Whatever I can get for it, I will put it in the description box below this video. And I hope you guys enjoyed it here. Hopefully enough it's not long video than the first part. There, you guys have already probably seen the first part already there of this one. So if whenever I sell it, I'll put in how much I sell it for. Unless you guys see a shorts video before then. But if I don't, then I'll put it in the description box anyway. Anyway, I'm going to go ahead and get off here. If you guys like this, give me a thumbs up there. Check me out on Instagram and TikTok as well. There, because you might see this before you see it on YouTube. This depends. You guys like what I do here? Think about subscribing. It don't cost you anything. Helps grow the channel out there. Still a small YouTuber here, but anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and get off here. I'm gonna start working on another project here, probably tomorrow. This depends. But anyway, like, share, subscribe, keep on turning those rinses. Y'all see you guys on the next video. Y'all take care.